Actually, if you're seeing that, there's a lot of reforms happening on the labor front. There have been reforms on the farm side, which are much awaited. There is this production linked incentive scheme for electronic makers, which is happening. So there's a lot of work in progress. A lot needs to be done. And when we look at Indian markets valuation, probably we need to be more holistic and not just look at the PE multiples, because those are already at on a base of very compressed earnings. But if you look at on a market cap to GDP, we are at about 80%, which is fair. If you look at a corporate profit to GDP, it's at a decade low at sub 2%. So while there are pockets which are stretched, but I don't see the broader markets being very expensive. If in fact remove Reliance, which has 50% weight on the index, you're probably at about 10,000 Nifty.
What is the call on Reliance? What's happening there, Gurmeet?
I think it's been a spectacular rise in Reliance from the March lows, almost 2.5 times. I think there's one company which I think in India can hit the $1 trillion market cap eventually, would be Reliance. After the record fundraise they did in Geo platforms, they started now the retail vertical. So combined with Geo and retail, now the consumer-facing business of Reliance is now valued, more than $100 billion at the valuation at which the marquee names have picked up stake. And mind you, 60% of the EBITDA still comes from the oil to chemical business. So that's and now your more than 60% valuation is now actually coming from the consumer side of the business. So I think it's going to be a great platform aggregator play over a period of time. Reliance Retail in particular, if you see, would probably be one of the biggest disruptors in this decade, as it follows a very different model vis-a-vis an Amazon or others. It's a omni-channel model where you have physical stores as well as you also integrate the mom and pop grocery stores, and you have a pure e-commerce play as well. So pretty constructive on it from a long-term perspective.
Okay, and how are you playing the auto theme in India? Do you think that's a turnaround theme that can pick up as the economy recovers?
Early signs, Tanvi, but you have to be probably a little selective. More positive on the rural and the agri-backed play, like the two-wheelers, for example. If you look at the leader in the market is Hero MotoCorp. They have more than 60% market share in the economy segment, which is a 100 to 125cc segment. We are seeing a rise in farm income, record procurement by government in the winter crop. The monsoons have been very good. So probably the kharif crop will also be better. There are a couple of new launches they have done in the premium segment where their market share is low. 55% sales come from rural area. The other are the farm equipment makers, something like an M&M. We are seeing a big surge in tractor sales, again backed by some uptick in the rural economy.